The first time I ever felt fake breasts, I was so disappointed. I'm just like, this can't be what everyone's going crazy over. It did not feel good. It didn't feel like anything I wanted to play with. It was like, it's not broken in. It's like a stiff glove. You play baseball, you get a new glove, you have to break it in.
Right.
Yeah, break the glove
That's the way you
in,
want
yeah.
to flex. And
Just
that's how it felt. It felt stiff. I did not like it.
So the next topic is going to be, as Joffrey, our certified bootyologist, brought up about the fake booty and the fake boobies. Man, I was looking up, doing some research to see how much it costs nowadays, because I'm starting to see more and more people do it. So I'm thinking, is it more cost? Is it, more affordable now these days? And I was looking up and I saw the average was about $5,000. Tell me, ladies on the line, y'all paying 5Gs for the, what was it, BBL, Brazilian butt lift? Y'all paying 5Gs for that or not? Tell me.
I'm financing.
What'd you
Nah.
say?
I'm financing it.
That's the best thing that money can buy, right?
Oh my gosh, Thaddeus. Laurina, tell me, let me hear from the ladies. Laurina, tell me, what's your experience? What do you think about it?
I wouldn't pay for it, but I mean, I am Latina, so I understand where so many people come from this, right? And you and I were actually talking about this the other day, and I was telling you how in some countries, I'm from Colombia, right? So many people consider it is a disgrace not to have a booty, like, oh, my poor daughter, so let's do something to fix that, and people do it. So I can say I am fully against it because I see some people fixing some like self-esteem issues with that, and I have seen friends doing it. And you have to know, for example, I mean, if you have very skinny legs and then you put, like it's pretty obvious, right?
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, but I feel like it all depends on how you're built, how it's going to look at the end. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do a BBL, but I've seen people doing
that's
it.
Because you don't need to. Laurina, show the guys what you're working with. Show the guys what you're working with. Larina's got a dunk, y'all.
But I see why people would do it. And I mean, we've had this conversation, and I have to share with you guys. In so many cultures, that is a symbol of fertility and like womanhood, and so I've seen many friends go through that.
Okay, Christella, what do you think?
I say it's your money, it's your body, do whatever you want. Personally, I wouldn't, but I'm not gonna rule it out. I'm not gonna say never do it because after I have kids, I don't have any right now. But after I have kids, I might change my mind. I might decide that I want a BBL, that, I gained too much weight from having twins and I want to do a quick fix, you never know. But I always say just do what makes you happy. Just make sure you choose the right doctor, the right person to do it. Don't go down the alley and, make it look natural. Like, that's
yes. I agree. And with that, I have to kind of piggyback. Same word. We use that word so much, piggybacking. I'm going to tell you why. Again, in this Latin culture is, so common. People go, they get it. And there's so many different ways to do it. Like if you have fat somewhere else, they take the fat and then they put it in your butt. It's gonna feel natural. Way different if you go and you get like injections of something, all of these weird. That's what kind of feels weird, but people need to take into consideration their safety over. I have seen people paying super cheap for something that's just going to be terrible at the end for you.
Get what you pay for.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, so am I the only lady on here that is totally against it? I mean, I think people should be natural. But I want to hear from the guys, though. It's interesting that both ladies are okay with it. Tell me, guys, what do y'all think when y'all see?
I'm a fan of natural beauty.
Mhm.
But however, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I don't like a fat backside or a big behind or curvy breast. I mean, however, there could become a time where you can overdo stuff. And we've seen it. We've seen it in the movies. We've seen it in the media. We've
Yeah.
seen, for
Nikki.
example, like Lil Kim, like how she was in the 90s.
Woo!
Oh my
In the 90s,
God.
but she's that baby. Lil Kim was that baby. Now she look like a leprechaun, and you know it's
Terrible.
being overdone. You know what I mean? It's not healthy to a lot of to some degree, and I don't know. It all depends on the person, but do what's best for you. Like the young lady said, do what you want to do, but do it in moderation and make sure you're safe, man.
So you don't mind if it's fake? If she got fake titties, fake booty, you don't mind, Alex, as long as it looks proportionate?
I'm a fan of natural beauty.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan of natural beauty. However, if you feel like you want to do some enhancements for whatever reason, especially for yourself, not for nobody else, or not because it's the thing to do, or not because my friend went and done it, or not because I want to impress somebody else. If you want to do it for your own satisfaction, I want my butt a little curvy. I want my breasts lifted a little bit. That's fine by me, but I'm always going to be a fan of the natural beauty.
Okay. All right, Alex. Natural. All right now. Who's next? Omari said he's a naturalist too. Tell me, Omari.
Man, the first time I ever felt fake breasts, I was so disappointed. I'm like, this can't be what everyone's going crazy over. It did not feel good. It didn't feel like anything I wanted to play with. It was like, it's not broken in. It's like a stiff glove. You play baseball, you get a new glove, you have to break it in.
Right.
Yeah, break the
Flex the
glove
way you
in,
want
yeah.
to flex, and
Just
that's how it felt. It felt stiff. I did not like it. I was turned off. You know, I know women get it for different reasons. Like when a woman's job, she said she got it to the boss and give her more attention. Other lady said she wanted more respect. Other lady said she wanted to, you know, attract more men because she didn't get the attention as her other friends were at the bar and what have you. And I just don't like it. And actually recently, maybe like a year, less than that, I met this young lady at this party, and I thought she was beautiful. You know, I couldn't tell anything that was done on her. I wasn't even thinking about it. So we were about to go, you know, to my house one day, and she admitted to me while we were almost there that she had job done. I'm like, when would you tell me this now? Like, you should have done this a long time ago. So I like to give massages. I'm a massage guy. You know, I watch massage videos. I watch the way all the techniques. I love doing massages. And she had a BBL. She had the fat removed from her waist, put into her butt. She told me all that explanation that when she gains weight, it doesn't go to her waist. It goes to other places now. You know, the fat doesn't go there anymore. So she pulls fat from here and puts it somewhere else. This doesn't gain weight as fast as the other parts of her body. And while I was massaging her, it felt like stacks. Like, this is the booty area, this is the waist area, and the breast just didn't sit right with me. I was turned off.
Hey.
I just wanted to orgasm and just tell her, I'm sorry. Like, I just couldn't deal with it. I can't deal. I can't deal with it. It didn't
that is
flow.
something to deal
The
with.
body's supposed to flow. Like if it flows this way, whatever way you flow, there's a flow to your body. But I felt where the interruptions were while I was massaging. There was hard stops and then adjustments I had to make. I couldn't flow on her body. It just didn't feel right.
Not a doctor. Terrible doctor.
But look, when she stands up and you look at her and the breast, the breast turns me off, period. But when you look at her, she looks good. And the thing is, she has a twin sister. She has a full twin. I saw the picture of her twin sister. I'm like, this is how you look? She was like, yeah. But I wanted to get her sister's number. Like, she had smaller breasts, she had smaller behind, but she looked like she flows, you know? So I was turned off. I was turned off. I'm never gonna do it again. When I see a girl and she has that stacked body, I'm kind of cautious about it because it don't feel right. It don't feel right to me.
That's interesting. Oh, Joffrey, tell me. It looks like you agreeing. Tell me.
100%. Look, if I'm not for all of the enhancements. However, if a woman is gonna get her butt done or whatever, the best thing she could do, if she absolutely feels she must, get the fat injection, because that's the only time it can fool some people, but when it's just that silicone and she got the skinny legs, and it's just like someone just put two like I don't know, just put like a structure on the back of her body, that grates on that just irks the shit. That irks me.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's
She didn't. She had that. She had the fat injection. She didn't have silicone, and I could still tell it was just abnormal for me.
I think she lied to you.
Yeah, because when she has
Because
the
I
fat,
have
it even
watched
moves
it,
right.
and it
Yeah.
does feel very natural.
Oh my gosh.
Lied to you.
Oh my
That said,
gosh.
I say all that to say though that in terms of all of that stuff and how you said like the twin looked better even though her breasts were smaller and stuff like that, to a real ass man, they can work with anything, even if her rump isn't, a dump truck out there. If you first of all, if you like her, you can, like, attraction takes many different shapes. You could have what you see as an ideal woman, but you could see something that's less than that and still be just as attracted to her. You can't explain it to yourself. It's not that you're settling or that you're dealing with her imperfections. It's just, I like her too, even though she's not what would be considered my ideal woman. And that's, I
agree. But so the reason she had the enhancements done is because when she was a little girl, her and her sister, her aunts used to always, her mom passed away when she was very young, and her aunts raised her, and they would say things about their bodies and what they're gonna look like when they get older. And and to me, I thought the aunts were probably jealous of how you looked, and they just did that to make themselves feel good. Ooh. And it didn't affect her sister like it affected her. So that trauma, I guess, it played in other places. So she was like very needy to please me. Like we would turn the radio on. She's like, "Do you like this music? What kind of music you like?" I said, "This sounds good. Let it play. I listen to anything." She changed the song 3 times. "Do you like this one? Do you like this one? Is this one better?" She was like always trying to like please. But besides that, she was great. I liked her a lot. But I think I could have worked with that. But when I found out that the body enhancements and the family members, and then her need to please people and be like, "Did I do good enough for you?" I think that all had to play together. I think, and like I'm not sure who mentioned it before, but I think Christella mentioned it before. I'm not sure who mentioned it, but sometimes people just need to get therapy, and they use these things to cover up all their other problems.
Right.
Ooh, okay, now.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you guys. Let me hear from Jonte and Thaddeus. What y'all think? Jonte and Thaddeus?
I'll say a woman could get the BBL, but there's a certain energy that come with it. Like being from Miami, like I'm gonna treat you a certain way because I know you got a fake body. So like the intimacy, I'm gonna treat you in the back of my head like you scheming, you up to something, you stripping, you dancing, you scheming. And it's gonna be a certain thing of like intimacy, especially with me, because women plot, obviously, but especially if you're young, you got money, you got something going on, you're working on yourself. So if a woman has a BBL, it's like always for a man, it's gonna cautious you. So you might be a real good female, but man like me, I'm gonna look at you like, oh, what's wrong with you? Like you don't got nothing to bring to the table, so you had to go do that. Or like if I talk to you, so it's always gonna be an interview or investigation, like who are you really? Because that's not your real body, so what else is fake?
Ooh, all right, Jonte, that's a different perspective.
Wow.
Like,
it's real.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, you detected it.
It's real.
That's
like I'll have fun with you, but it's gonna be a little like I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
So you tell the ladies go natural, stay natural with their body?
You gotta know what's good for you.
It signals certain levels, and this is not to jab at any woman who does this, right? Because I don't know what's going on in your head, but to me it seems like it signals a certain level of superficiality, or like her being superficial, to spend that kind of money on something that's just ultimately she's probably downgrading herself whether she knows it or not. So
Ooh. Okay, Thaddeus, tell me what you saying, Thad.
About to lose value.
Thaddeus, tell me.
Value.
Thaddeus, you still on here?
Yeah, for me, I don't really have much on the topic except like I think who I think was Omari. He was talking about the fake boobs. I think you just haven't seen or felt the expensive ones. Let me just leave it there.
Ooh. So Thaddeus, so you don't have an opinion?
I will leave it there.
Oh Lord, okay. All right.
But the first one I felt her husband was pretty rich. They had like a yacht, they had beachfront
Her husband
property,
rich.
Yo, her
diamonds.
Oh God, he
husband.
said the husband.
Ooh, I think you're right about her then.
Oh Lord, okay.